one of the main ways a load balancer can help reduce cost is actually to do with sort of, if you think of things like ransomware and sort of site down and things like that, it's not maybe the initial cost that's going to be saved. It's going to be what we call sort of disaster recovery is a great thing for a reason why you save costs with a load balancer. And a great example of that is say a ransomware comes in. What do you need to help stop that? Sort of what we say is immutable object storage, things like that, some certain solutions. While we don't actually provide those solutions, we facilitate those solutions. We enable the hospital to provide highly available immutable object storage, which then protects them from ransomware. We also provide the hospital with a sort of redundancy or a disaster recovery plan. One sort of example we like to use is, say, plane hits a building. Their main sort of data center in the hospital goes down, or their server room goes down. And if you think that could be catastrophic in a hospital or a healthcare provider, that could be information lost, as we were discussing earlier, medical imaging, all those images could be lost. There's certainly no workflow going through because if a plane hits a building. But what the load balancer does, and how this would reduce sort of the loss that would be enacted by sort of a huge server down, is it enables a disaster recovery or a failover, like we call it, to another site. I mean, this can be in the cloud. This can be in another physical site. This can be another part of the hospital. And really what that does is it enables these sort of disastrous events that could really interrupt the workflows in hospital to be averted, which again is probably one of the key cost saving things, because as we know, some of these ransomware attacks can cost hospitals millions of pounds, large hospitals. And while we don't act as a sort of the key to stopping that, we help facilitate all the other applications and sort of disaster methods that mean when a hospital gets into a bad place, they can still operate as well.